Hi friends! Do you also tend to confuse similar kanji or just can't remember how to write them? If this sounds like you, then I have the right video for you. Usually I like studying kanji, but to be honest, after learning about 300 of them, they become more similar and also more complicated. So it's becoming more difficult to remember them, to be honest. That's why I want to give radicals and mnemonics a try today. But first, what are radicals? Radicals are like basic components or building blocks that make up bigger kanjis and more complex kanji. And each kanji consists out of at least one or more radicals that also contribute to the pronunciation and also to the meaning of the kanji. But there are also radicals that can be kanji by themselves. For example, the radical for moon and also the radical for tongue. Radicals are categorized into 7 groups depending on where they appear in the kanji. They can appear on the top or on the bottom, on the left or on the right. They can also enclose the kanji. They can wrap around the top and left side of the kanji, or also the bottom and the left side of the kanji. You might be wondering now, why should I even care to study radicals? Isn't it more work to learn them on top of the kanji I'm already trying to learn? Not really, because they really help you to understand the new kanji you're going to learn. Because, as I said, they often give you hints about what the kanji means. And sometimes the kanji can be so complicated and you can't really see why it's written that way and what it's supposed to mean just by looking at it. So you can use the radicals to deconstruct it and to understand the kanji better, which in turn helps you to learn it faster and also remember it better. So it's basically helping you to learn more effectively. And kanji that contain the same radical can also have the same meaning or at least the same context, for example, which also helps you to see similarities between kanji and also help you to remember them better as groups, for example. And also, the more complicated the kanji gets and the more similar it looks to other kanjis, the less we can just rely on simply remembering how it looks. Because this can be really a downfall in the JLPT when there are 4 different kanjis that look almost the same and you have to choose the one that's actually asked for. There are 214 radicals in total, but fortunately they aren't all part of today's Japanese, so we don't have to learn all of them. And depending on which level of Japanese you're actually studying, it's being said that 30 to 60 radicals are a good amount to know to deconstruct the kanji that you're studying. I actually wanted to use radicals for quite a long time now, but I was always a bit intimidated by them. But today I want to make a kanji radical list that I can use in my own kanji study routine. I first thought about making a physical radical list, but because I plan on going to Japanese language school in Japan next year, I don't want to accumulate so many physical notes that I have to take with me. So that's why I decided to make a digital reference guide that doesn't take up room in my luggage when I move. I'm using the GoodNotes 5 app on my iPad Air 2020 to make the list. I decided on writing down the 67 radicals that the dictionary website japandic.org deems as important because I plan on continuing my N3 kanji study soon, so I thought having more radicals to refer to might be better. So this is basically my list. And I decided to make a table with 5 columns. So the first column is for the kanji radical. Then the second one is how the radical can also look. For example, the man radical can also look like this, and I didn't know that. Then I have a column for where the kanji is usually positioned. For the person radical, it's on the left, so that's why the left is colored black. And I have the meaning of the radical. And I also have a kanji where the radical is present. And I put the radical in pink so that I can better see it where it exactly is in the picture. And as you can see, some things are not filled in. Some radicals don't have an alternative form or they don't have a proper place. For example, like the radical for one. It can be in a lot of different places. And I hope by using this list, when I learn a new kanji, that I can deconstruct it and understand it better with the help of the radical. You can also learn kanji group by radical, so that you learn different kanji together because they have the same radical. And some resources follow this approach, but mine don't, so I won't use this approach. And if you're still thinking that radicals are way too complicated for you and you want to have another study method, There are countless other possibilities how you can learn kanji without using radicals, for example by using mnemonics. Mnemonics are memory aids that help you to learn new information, for example kanji, by using similar or easy to recall images. For example, the kanji key basically looks like a tree with a lot of branches. And when you're studying the kanji for the first time, you can imagine a tree in your head while writing the kanji. And that way you always have a memory aid to remember how the kanji looks. And it also helps you to remember what the kanji means, because it actually also means tree. And studying kanji that way is a really fun and easy method, especially when you're first starting out and want some motivating and fun pictures to study with. And if you don't want to come up with stories and pictures all by yourself, there are also apps that can help you with that, for example Tobika. Tobika is the first app that allows you to learn kanji through illustrated images, which are also known as mnemonics. The app is designed like a game and helps the players to learn kanji more easily through fun and intuitive illustrated images. After every lesson, you unlock flashcards for the kanji that you've just learned, and you also win one of the collectible cards that also teach you about Japanese culture, for example food or landmarks, or also monsters, for example. That way, you're not only broadening your kanji knowledge, but you're also learning about Japanese customs. Because of the gamification and the bright colors, everyone can enjoy learning kanji, from children to adults. And the best thing is that the lessons are really bite-sized and they take less than a minute to complete. So they are perfect for killing the dead time, for example, when you're standing in line or when you're just sitting at the bus station, for example. And now I will show you how quick it really is. I will do the lesson number 3 in the difficult level because I haven't done the difficult level yet. So let's start. So, sun. Gold, water, soil, and I always have 5 seconds, and if I don't answer within the 5 seconds, I lose one of my lives. So for example, if I'm wrong, I also lose one of my lives, and then basically if I can't do it, I can't complete the lesson, so I have to start it again. And now I won, and of course I lost a star because I gave one wrong answer, but I got rewards. And I got the sashimi card, and on the card it tells me first what sashimi is, and then a fun fact. And the fun fact is, for example, that sashimi is actually not sushi, and this is something that I didn't know, so good to know. And that way you can collect a lot of cards. For example, I also have one for natto, and I also have one for sushi, and yeah, for udon. So I will first unlock all the food cards as it looks. And I can also look at my flashcards, for example, for all the kanji that I've done so far. So there are also the flashcards from the kanji that I've just learned, for example. The app contains 120 kanji. Most of them are from the N5 level, but some are also from higher levels. So it's a perfect fit no matter if you're just starting out on your kanji learning journey or if you want to solidify all the basics that you've learned before moving on to a higher level. If you're interested in the app and want to see if it's something that suits your learning needs, and also try the 3 free trial lessons. Simply search for Tobika Learn Kanji Visually in your App Store or Google Play Store, download the app and try it out. I will put the link for the app in the pinned comment below and also in the description box, so make sure to check it out. No matter what technique you choose to study kanji, please remember that it takes time. And this is nothing that you can learn overnight, even though some people want to make you believe that you can learn 1000 kanji instantly. So please remain constant in your efforts and try to expose yourself to kanji regularly, for example by watching things or reading things in Japanese, and it will get easier, I promise. If you want more tips on how to learn kanji, you can also check out my other video I did about learning kanji. And also please don't forget to check out the Tobika app and also share the video with someone you think who could also benefit from it. And thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye bye!